Hi, welcome to FedScoop TV. I'm Colby Hochmuth, tech reporter here at FedScoop.
And I'm Camille, Tuutti, editorial director at FedScoop.
We're going to be giving you a little bit of a wrap-up for our event today. FedScoop hosted the Red Hat Government Symposium at the museum, and the event is just sort of coming to a close now. So Camille, what were some of the highlights you thought of the event today?
Well, I think that the whole discussion around open source is very interesting. We had so many people joining us at this awesome event. So I had the opportunity to interview some people. I thought that David Bray, the FCC CIO, was great. He's been in government since he was 15. You've written about him and his career in government, so I thought that he had really good insights. We did a Fed Mentors interview with him. Other people who I thought really stood out, Ben Balter, who's a friend of FedScoop. We've talked to him previously many times. He's very passionate about open source and GitHub, and he's able to really break down what GitHub does and how it matters to citizens. So those were the two that I can think of right now that I thought were really, really interesting presentations.
Yeah, and I actually got the opportunity to see Conrad from GSA and Bob Breeze from Energy, and they both sort of talk a lot about the Presidential Innovation Fellows. And it was really cool to see these two leaders in government talk about the PIFs and sort of how they enabled them to really do some amazing things in government. And also Matt Burton, I got a chance to interview him for our Fed Mentors interviews, and he is just really doing some amazing things at CFPB, and they've only been around for 2 years, which is pretty amazing.
I know that Conrad also mentioned that the PIF is a really neat, cool program. So that was a nice shout out to the PIFs. I actually talked to her afterwards and asked if she worked with them directly, and she does. So that's definitely something we want to talk to her more about in the near future. One other person that I thought that really stood out was retired commanding general, Major General Nick Justice. Yeah. I thought was really, really good. You're used to military people having a really intimidating persona, but what a fun guy. I thought that he did a great job as well.
Absolutely. And also Bob Breeze from Energy made an announcement of a new initiative the Energy Department is doing, and actually was just sort of announced exclusively here at FedScoop. So that was really cool. It's about an energy challenge, a data challenge. They want input from citizens, from people working in government, about what apps they want, what data sets they want released, and feedback on data sets already out there.
Open data is definitely a buzzword this year, I think. Everyone is talking about it on the heels of the executive order on open data. So I think that's going to gain even more momentum in the near future.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see sort of what ideas come out of this event and how we're going to move forward as we head into next year.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, that's all for FedScoop's roundup of our Red Hat Government Symposium today. Check back in for future events, future news, and lots of open source.